Okay, we need to talk. A seriously powerful hacking tool, one that can steal just about everything from an iPhone, has been leaked online. It's out there right now for anyone to find, and that means millions of devices are vulnerable. So let's get right into what you need to know and, more importantly, what you need to do about it. Now, you might be thinking, oh, this is for spies or celebrities, not me. But that's where this story is different. This is a threat that affects everyday people. So the real question is your iPhone at risk? And the answer, well, it might just surprise you. And that number, it's pretty staggering. According to Apple's very own stats, nearly 1 out of every 3 iPhone users is running outdated software. Now think about that. With billions of Apple devices out there, we're talking about hundreds of millions of iPhones and iPads that are basically wide open to this attack. What makes this whole situation so much more dangerous is just how easy this tool is to use. A top researcher at a mobile security firm put it perfectly, calling the leaked code essentially plug and play. That means you don't have to be some elite government-backed hacker anymore. Anyone with a decent internet connection could potentially grab this and cause a lot of damage. So, what is this stuff exactly? Well, security researchers have been tracking a series of cyber attacks around the world, and they've zeroed in on 2 specific hacking toolkits. They've given them some pretty ominous names: Coruna and DarkSword. Let's break these 2 down real quick. As you can see, they target a whole range of iOS versions. Coruna, that came from a US defense contractor. You know, the kind of tool used by spies and high-level criminals. But here's the absolute game changer with DarkSword. Look at that last row. Its code was leaked online, on GitHub, for the whole world to see. And that makes it a massive, widespread public threat. And listen, the stakes here are incredibly high. If your phone gets hit by one of these, an attacker could read all your private messages, track your every move through your location history, go through your browsing data, and even get into your crypto wallets. Basically, they can take complete and total control of your device. So you have to be wondering, how does something like this even happen? How does a top-secret cyber weapon, something likely built for a government, just end up out in the wild for anyone to download? Let's trace that journey. So the part of this story we know about starts with a company called Trenchant. They're basically a spyware unit inside a big US defense contractor. They built this Corona toolkit to sell to the US government and its allies. This was supposed to be a tightly controlled secret weapon. And this is the life cycle we see time and time again. First, the tool is created for some official purpose. But then, somehow, and we don't always know exactly how, it escapes. It gets leaked or maybe sold on the black market. And from there, it just spreads like wildfire, getting weaponized by all sorts of groups around the world, from spies to common criminals. Now, if this is all starting to sound a little familiar, it's because it absolutely is. We saw this exact same pattern play out back in 2017. A powerful hacking tool developed by the NSA got leaked online. And that very same code was then used to build the WannaCry ransomware, which just caused absolute chaos, shutting down computers in hospitals and businesses all over the planet. Let's just draw the parallel here because it's so important. In 2017, you had a government tool targeting Windows PCs that led to the WannaCry disaster. Today, we have a leaked tool, and even more worrying, we don't know its origin, that's targeting our iPhones and iPads. It's the same dangerous pattern, just playing out again with a new target in its sights. Okay, so that's the threat. It's a bit alarming, I know, but now we're at the most important part of this whole explainer, what you can actually do about it. And here's the good news. Protecting yourself is actually incredibly straightforward. So here it is. The single best, most important defense you have is simply to update your software. Apple is already on top of these vulnerabilities. They've pushed out the patches to fix the security holes that these tools use. So if your device is up to date, you are protected from this specific threat. It's that simple. And doing it couldn't be easier. You can literally do it right now. Grab your phone, open the Settings app, tap on General, then go to Software Update. If you see an update waiting there, specifically iOS 18.7.6 or iOS 26.3.1 or newer, just install it right away. That one simple move takes care of the whole threat from DarkSword. Now, for some people, there's another layer of security you can use. It's a feature called lockdown mode. Apple rolled this out a few years back, and it's an optional, pretty extreme security setting. What it does is it basically hardens your device. It restricts certain features to dramatically shrink the number of ways a hacker could even try to get in. So, should you turn it on? Honestly, for most of us, the answer is no. That simple software update is all you really need. Lockdown mode is designed for a very small group of people who are at a very high risk of being targeted personally. People like journalists, activists, or high-level government officials. It's incredibly powerful protection, but it can make your phone a little less convenient, so for the average person, it's probably overkill. So look, updating your phone solves this problem for today, but the leak of a simple plug-and-play iPhone hacking tool brings up a much bigger and frankly more unsettling question. As these incredibly powerful government-grade cyber weapons keep spilling out into the public, and let's be honest, they will, what does that really mean for the future of our digital privacy, for our security? That's the question we're